Good day, Yumi, everyone. Today, is one special day where Yumi want them Yumi look survey all achievements for all women inside all communities. Yumi International Women's Day. Hemi no one day where Yumi celebrate them. Lovanwatu no more. But hemi one day where Yumi celebrate them around the world. Inside all themes for International Women's Day. You may also look side gender balance. How now you may have a continue you may lift them up balance gender inside one communities you may and inside the nation you may as a whole. So Hemi one initiative where Department of Women's Affairs in partnership with them all different NGO representatives with them all community members where only come together. You may talk about how now you may survey continue, you may mekem sure say it got continuous balance, side developments you may inside the country. So theme you may today, let me talk about the rise of women does not mean the fall of men. And have me one powerful theme, have me one strong talk, but it got full up something where you may survey take understanding lo side how now same you may walk lift them up everyone woman with a man inside the communities you may. So by you noticing say got all man no more panel discussions you may today. Reason why you may want them you may bring him all man only come inside this discussion. I mean from say plan the time but you look say all woman now only take him lead. All women now only strong only advocate. All women now only stand up for it, promote them, say mascot gender balance. Be any important say all man only stop. All get that too only got voice all get that. Come through, explain them or ceremonial thing. Say why now together only must stand up as one. So left side me, you got caretaker Minister of Foreign Affairs, Relvie and Wanem. You got Palen, where me one representative of World Vision Vanuatu. Motu you got Pastor Alan Nafuki, where me chairman of Vanuatu Christian Council, and you got Wilson Toa, where me in-country manager, balance of power project, Vanuatu. So me like me tell them thank you to us, you like everyone, you like survey a crib, you like share them all thing you with them all perspectives where you like come out with them inside all individual areas work with like Stakaremat lo country theme you may this year. Hemi the rise of women, hemi no meaning say all man will be stuck behind. Or the rise of women does not mean the fall of men. Hemi one powerful theme, hemi one something where hemi survey create and planted thinking, low minds play me one. I think by me certain tone. Wanem now same interpretation the rise of women does not mean the fall of men. So time where you may talk about how all women only save kamanta or how you may lift them up all women, whether him be side leadership or rank or status play him inside all communities play you may. Hemi no meaning say you may carry out all responsibilities or work or purpose for all man. Hemi one way where you may want them to look law or you may discuss an issue. Me want them ask him law caretaker Minister of the side of Foreign Affairs. Time where you may talk about gender equality. Time where you harem word yeah. One him now emi meaning to you. And hemi want something where hemi important all man only must step inside him.
Yes, thank you, Relvie. Thank you, Mr. panel. gender equality, we know say all woman or you get all same opportunity or same man. So you want them say everyone only achieving the best what is achieving like an opportunity to achieving the best what is making. Then we should be equally available or man or woman. So no matter say you man or woman, you got same chance for life. And the reason why money important from money we have to equation. Also, you just talk about woman without you talk about man and the relationship and gender and everyone together. So, for example, full of issues where all women face them in the society of today, and from all man. By say issues of domestic violence or issues of participation, maybe from all man now only cause one problem or only part with them. So when you address the issue of women, you must talk to all man first time. And so we glad to look at all man now is start to say from. And we true say all man now only very important law issue law make all women only say that one chance to life look at that. It depend big one all man too. You know woman now only make but man too only must make him part look at that. And part of man is a big one. And we would say, if you're man, you start putting things, maybe part of the solution. So we let more woman to maybe play part for me, and how must I play part for me?
What about Palan? Wanem now, thank you very much, Minister, or Dr. Koyu put on Minister. Wanem now, thinking to you, Palan, or Wanem, Minister, and just Palan. Any important law man will step inside the conversation when we talk about gender equality?
Thank you, Ms. Relvie. Yes, we just go on from where Minister left off. We agree too much with them on the Minister we talk about. So when any stuff say all time you be thinking about women or someone separate something or one man. Mostly inside the one home and we take them together. The two less I build them up one home. So any always important to look at man beside the women. So the equality of women law participate in everything, and also current thinking the woman law side law. Any decision making inside law house or national law. And we both one good to something from the support we immediately from Minister me rightly tell them the equation no complete and you got woman no more. Equation and complete and you got man no more. Everyone balance. When you got inside the home, then it's a remove from nation.
Everyone people are step finish but try to make one panel where me all man no to talk about gender. That is not the normal narrative of not as far as gender story and concern. Because by you looking up until today, everything about gender is delivered by women for women. And that's the normal narrative where every time we talk about it. They come one time and, for me, I'm quite excited to say, now here you put money come for front. Not exploit him, leading, but he must work together in partnership with him. I think a lot of the time we talk about gender equality. So when a man and a woman too, he must get opportunity. But at the end of the day too, you must also think about, say, you can only have gender equality if there is gender equity. You mean more say, there must be fairness. From suppose you make gender equality, but still the fairness, you may not start the same level field. Only then that you make same level field, playing field in terms of all chances play in the society, then we can achieve gender equality for every something. But gender equity now, meaning say yes, you may provide them every something, say opportunity, education and so forth, but at the end of the day, the balance is still not right. And a lot of balance here, we fall down, lo mana, we make a decision. They create a space for that balance, we lift my balance, and suppose you look one picture, there's a good, one picture where you try to explain them, say, you got one papa, one boy blame, and one short flash son blame, or you could watch one game. Only stand up on our side, everyone only stand up the same box, one day watch one game over the wall. Yes, everyone only got same box. Papa no more people boy look small boy, look. So when I'm only mekem say only change him. Papa karang box play me put him on a small boy, I'm stand up, papa I'm stand up for my opportunity play, chances play, look, and more high. So when I mean him say yes, we can achieve, you know, we want say everyone got opportunity, but equity and fairness we bring important, and I think it's important the fact that we are involving men, and because men in a lot of areas are gatekeepers to all those opportunities, and if they are part and parcel of this, from gender is being used so much that the mindset of people when it comes to gender is all about female and not male, but it's both, and I think we need to start change the conversation. The narrative has to change, and this is an opportunity where you will make him and thank you too much. You will have involved with money, come no more. You know, cat woman go plus town plus say, "Emi, blue me everyone. You me everyone must partly make him say chances for both men with the woman cat more fairness here. You must make him go. You must have one level playing field."
You raise some very interesting points. Thank you, Wilson. All points where you've been suggesting. I mean, one powerful illustration where you point them out. Maybe very familiar with an illustration. Yeah. What about pasta? One of now some little thing blue side law, gender equality, and place where you establish him naya compare lo Wanem where you maybe establish him maybe some 20 years ago or so, or maybe even before law independence. One of now some little thing blue lo side. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Relvie. One day make one brief introduction. Lo tell them out say thank you for invitation, more thank you for opportunity. Mr. Biaus on behalf of all church or religious groupings lo Vanuatu, more me glad to mass plong be part of panel. More to me want them tell them say all talk for me today, by me more look at approach, to Bible, approach to theology, to side, issue we talk about, gender and equality. I think I suppose you may call the Bible, you may look at Genesis chapter 1, verse 27, Italian long English. Say God created them human beings, created them male and female alike, same image, more likeness, but what I say mark. It means on top long mind long God, and create them yumi, and create them yumi one or more. Inoka division lamb. But time you start about something all the time you must refer long approach to Bible. Approach from theology, how you may talk about issue of gender more equality. And me look say law side pro minister Italem, you say Mac, also law physical side, it may be different from all physical organs, you know, say Mac, but the spiritual side, you may run say Mac no more. Yes, thank you.
One interesting point where you raise him, plan the time by Yumisavetalem no Vanuatu, especially, he got full up all strong thinking, lo side law, principle, lo Bible, where me man and me head law. Me interest, lo me harem, one and now, some lol thinking, lo YUFALA, lo side law, time or especially past from you been bring him up, say me, gender hemi nominim say one hemi step behind everyone hemi say mak hemi step lo same level, but sometimes lo communities play yumi by yumi save harem some lo talk where man hemi talem say be authority hemi step lo man no more. You save explain a little bit more when hemi some lo thing play you lo side. Yeah.
Yes, time where Apostle Paul the Bible, and we tell us man and me head, and we know meaning say money post lo wife plan, and meaning no more say management pro house, management pro one home, man now take care of him. But you know meaning say money post. The day you messed up, telling me wrong. Context pro Bible you tell them also. emitalem, Paul emitalem, man emi head emi minim se money manage home plan. And that's why Vanuatu we got plenty good homes from all man only start to understand him now. Plenty man only educated, plenty man only got the custom, the church, only serve a responsibility. But today, Dr. Propoli come clear more of Vanuatu you beat him before. Thank you.
Minister, you got anything lo side lo one and we pasta him been sharing with the mini lo side lo all gender equality lo side lo biblical principles.
Yes, I think some pastors of the Bible with me. Maybe take him say some Jesus and me give him all talk to him. And we tell him say the most important thing is you love your God.
That's right.
The second is you love one another.
Neighbor.
And him you override them every not something in the Bible. Talk which is so love, you know, what does love mean between a man and a woman? You got love here where you love your wife for you. And what does that mean? Does that mean you make one of them? You help him, and you achieve him potential for him? I mean, now you must think about say, one another, I mean, meaning time, God tell him say, or Jesus tell him say, you will love him one another.
Yeah.
And I think you must support him, you must come on top. I mean, I want him where, meaning him. And the side blow management blow home where pastor mentioned you want them tell them no more say today meeting say full of time when mama now will manage them home. And we stepping back lo talk lo Donna when he last spoke to what Lini day we just passed a few days ago. And he tell him say concern him now is that all money must make a role of the way you should make it. And I mean you got a problem now in society, believe me. Because money got a role to play in the home. But now you start to full up with papa, you start fail the role to it.
Yeah, true.
The mother becomes the manager of the home, make every something, papa you know make him one of them should make it. And one of them I tell him is that you will run all man, you must come back to the role where you should make it for them. Talk for the Bible, more talk is the custom with me too. I mean,
Yes.
you got part of the money play in the home with the mama. And what we're finding today is that all mama is taking more load from all papa is to fail. Don't take him load. And we tell him also from we travel around of not to look. You need him to I mean tell him see all man where is the support of woman and all man where he take a broke at the home. And they give him chance to mama blow him son make one what them do instead of having him every load at home.
One very true representation of one we Mr. Luke planted around the country please and we understand all concepts where you start explaining. Palan, time where you harem Toktokia, the rise of women does not mean the fall of men. You start explaining one and now thinking you behind law Toktokia. One and now understanding where you got about meaning blame and how we must have talk about with them all different community members play me, especially on man inside law one areas for lives play me.
Thank you, Thomas Relvie. Interesting question. So with the team, law time where we will receive email opportunity, meetings, maybe interest plan there with them. Actually participate law this interview. From team, one interesting thing. The rise of women does not mean the fall of men. Lomi understanding the team, how we interpret the team, just one simple thinking no more talam say yes, si good lo woman na mikamanta after meaning say man only fall down. By again by society and it look lo one different level by again. It good way me just explain them no more one them now and he actually really deep meaning inside them. So how when we meet Ramlo program down this fella team particularly is that inside the one home, especially, you may triangle, you may always must take a go back home from any place where one something you say solve one very simple way, any one simple illustration. So inside the one home, you may get one man, you may get one woman. So the beginning the boy, or the beginning the girl, and maybe one general home. And then inside the home, you may understand too, say each person inside the home, and you get development inside the families. So it means time you want them say get development inside the families, responsibility, and you want something where you must understand them too. One man, first time he write with talent, the man and he manage at home. Minister and he also tell him say, the reality today, women and we manage at home. That is because in a family, man and he got that vision, and women are doing all these little bits inside. So Wanem now, he make them sure say home and we survive. Maybe Wanem we look.
Okay. I think by maybe cutting a little bit, yeah. You think say every man only got that same kind thinking, and suppose we Wanem how we Mr. Harren you explain him. You know, easy sometimes all man only thinking the same way. Maybe by me referral question me call Wilson. You think say every man only thinking same same?
I think with the evidence we make at the country, no. No. Perception of man in terms of leadership is different from different society to society, and even different homes to different homes, depending on where they come. I think certain people within society will come and praise them, and but I think the narrative has been the same for so long. Then time we talk about gender, we talk about the narrative everywhere is rights, the rights of women, which really touch more man and push them out. We need to change the narrative and also change the messenger as well. It has been a long time that messenger has been, the messenger has always been a woman. You make a messenger. The same message, you change a messenger, you put one man and we change them dynamics altogether. And me comment. If you look at it as not a rights issue, but as a security issue for family, because whenever there is domestic violence, security for family, pro. Separation, security for family, pro. But suppose you always talk about the same rights, then you are really, hey, me want to go from now, you make equality or something, you want zero sum, something now, you say, no, woman so you got me, man to must got me, man subs got me. No, it's about leadership and we blow together. But the conversation and the language we use as far as trying to make them all man only understand them say, no, it means something blame me together. You must change them too. From along you tell them say, hey, me right blood woman, I'm right blood woman. Tell man say, me to make that right. But suppose you change them say, no, me security blood family. Once you problem home, security blood pikinini, I'm stop at risk. You out home, family blue, security blood, I'm stop at risk. So we are now involving everyone. Everyone has got responsibility. Blow now. Husband and play role play was a responsibility play home. My mind, everyone only playing, but the rise of women doesn't mean the fall of men. I think anyone could think this year, even making people understand from planet time. And you must understand the reality. Yeah? The losses, man, but not you want to change it. You say you want development. But changes we want them by me only come suppose losses play me change and me small. When it comes to this, the losses one and is so big. And only films that you want them whole and tight. It's a loss product great. And this is something we have to walk around. And look at one team or simple say, no, it's not about the fall of men. No. You want them fairness no more. And you find them out say, home, time husband with them, wife to work together, home and you want them. Very good. It's just that, but it's the language where you use them. Plan the time you use them, one language where you push men so much, where really those are the group that need to be involved in this agenda as far as gender equality is concerned. But the language has been pushing them out slowly and slowly. As soon as you tell them gender, you go to community, say, oh, you got one program, gender program. Say, program woman. Because the way the message is being told and the language being used, we are slowly pushing the men that we really need to, people that we really need on board to discuss that issue. Yumi meste moreta. And I think, you know, having that as a topic, the rise of women, I mean, no meaning say the fall of men. No. I think it's a new direction of, you know, narrative where you need to stop walk out them,
Now you're raising up some really valid points. So how emi harem wanemi yutalem, emi the language, emi the delivery, emi the perception say emi not just one-sided. Emi actually emi one issue where you meet everyone, man, woman, boys and girls. You meet everyone, you must address them together collectively.
I mean, look at this Relvie. Every time you may talk about woman, you may talk about also woman. You may tell a woman so much that you may make it and you also want something. It's just a thing. We are here, this is woman. You may not bring him issue, he come close up hard blame me. But me supposed me talk about it, I'm talking about my daughters. I'm talking about my sisters. I'm talking about my mom. It's now Wanem. And come closer now. Sometimes you may talk about Wako, you may forget them say, you may not give fairness or totally you may not be. You may spend the money block at school. But from it's the issue is always woman, you may forget them say, okay, it's about my daughter, it's about my wife, it's about my mother, my sister, my auntie.
Pastor, also chairman of Vanuatu Christian Council. Time we you harem tok ya. The rise of women does not mean the fall of men. Time we you harem tok ya, hemi minim wanem do you.
Yes, Timia I'm straight. Or me agree with Timia. The rise of women does not mean the fall of man. Los hablo VCC. Me like harem some. Me like got some gender officers. Well, you go out on every island. More like harem out work for gender more equality. More record where me some lomi say. He got low Presbyterian church alone. He got about 25%. All people, we talk about male and female, all they understand him. Issue pro gender more equality. Before he been got about 60%, well no sabe. But today, me proud to mas pro tell him say all church will member of BCC. Only got own program long all. On me strategy me now. Mekem say awareness go around long every island, every corner of Vanuatu. Mekem say he got equality more gender long every family play me. So man them record them no more say about me no record me because 25% now people really understand them. But again you also man big tighter me flow. Stop go by go finish him every place. But you got timing plan. By every man by understand. Yes, thank you.
So lo Vanuatu full of time you may also minister have been mentioned in the beginning. You may harem say or you may say plan the time all man now all your causes, all cause law, all issues or same domestic violence or all something or same. You survey give him something thing law. How now you may survey work together, you may address them all kind of issues or same and left them up understanding all people really.
Yes, lo side all church. You make a training program long all gender officers. Well you go around on every village only tell them out importance of gender with them equality. More you got some island play me, only strong gender, also more woman, only come secondary law life, law society. Then me will address them issue ya. Tell them say all custom play me different island you may come out him, you must let go now. You must let go, you may come long. Fasting where you may run you may treat each other same mark no more. So me look law record we show me long BCC mo long, especially Presbyterian Church for me Clark Pro Church, and me some lo me plan them percentage, and me good. It's to come out clear now. Long all man, all appreciate them. Gender with them equality, or they accept them sharing of responsibility. Long one home, more taking care of family. Me look, it's to come good now. Beat him before.
Yes. Lo ting blue. Thank you, Thomas.
Yes.
Lo ting blue, you minister. How now all man only serve help lo address some law problems. Yeah. Maybe specific law side law representation inside law government law yumi. Time where you may want them to look say it got more balance.
I think one measure we've been putting in place, one temporary special measure block at all reserve seat per woman law municipal council level. And it may been coming to effect law 2014. So temporary special measure, I mean him say by him give one reserve seat long women law municipal council for one period of 4 elections and then by stop. That's why I mean it's temporary. And purpose plan no more blow make them say all women all get organized, or learn them how to organize them one political campaign or political level. All parties, all you want them feel the woman from you got seat lokata, so that help law put one policy in place to promote a woman inside law. And then all voters, all you get used probably must vote now for one woman. So think the say after 4 elections, from by Hemi come one normal something now, but you may expect them say woman by stand up, woman by Sabi how to stand up, while voters get used to vote woman. And we want to tell them say policy and be successful because the first election you get the reserve seats, or mama you take them 1 seat where someone you get the winning candidates and then you got reserve seat for all women. The second election, you find them say women only win of their own accord. Or got a high number. Only coincide so you got one woman you take them winning seat and then another woman you take them reserve seat. And it may happen both in Luganville, Molo, Port Vila. So he show him say, one short time, we have a change in thinking through one policy also. So we level the policy. The side law go to parliament, one change also by immediately one vote of parliament by 36 members, 2/3, and then a national referendum. So last time we presented a petition of parliament, law 50% representation, law end of last year. Tot we tell them and it's straight. But road law following waste the law constitution really is that you need to have a vote in parliament. It needs to pass by 2/3, and then you must go to a national referendum where you must get a positive vote. Yes. So we need to do a lot more work with the whole population. The current thinking here before you miss away. Call a stage look at a referendum. And I think you may already yet. Maybe by vote you go no. So you could make a more work. At one stage, but by you must call a seminar, ask more people when I'm thinking look at it.
You got any something you would like to add enough Dr. Minister?
I think in terms of political participation, women inside the parliament. Vanuatu, we have done that before with women in parliament. We had women appointed as ministers in parliament. So in other words, the system may accept companies. So one woman is a staff inside of parliament, one woman is a become minister. And AP is a very interesting island. They're able to do that, they're able to do other things. But it got woman inside finish. So when they were ministers, no one complained, say, Minande woman and you minister. Not one. Not even. And I mean Minister of Education at that time. No one complained. No man complained, say, oh, woman and minister in no good, one woman minister. So in other words, what he's telling us is system law parliament we already accepted. And within inside of parliament, he accepted it and say, there is no problem because we've already done that. Somehow, sustainability blame will continue, it fall down. And if we start looking at it at that point of view, then by me find them way blow, mekem blow continue. I think social, changing social norms need to happen. And showing, and this, it's a social norm change. It's not a fall of man. And I think it's all about losses. You from so much it's on power and authority. Say you may fight to let go. Ale you may not look when benefits will come out. Lo suppose you make a fair representation in parliament. The benefit of it and research and countries have proven that when you have better balance within parliament and the decisions that are made, well-being of the country improve. Because for me talk also one man. Planet time, it has to be a tangible thing. We're looking at building bridges. That is something when it comes to women in terms of by thinking more about well-being of people. And if we could balance that within our parliamentary system, Miami really good. But you know, this activity of you may start to change the narrative. You start to talk to slowly change the mind. It's not about loss of power. It's not about loss of authority. It's about better service equal people. So we have to have fair representation because he may give him a different view. Now we are hearing one view no more. Inside 52 members, but it's a one view. It's from the male. The female, yes. But also we must acknowledge him say government has done a lot of part. I mean you look at appointments of a lot of directors, DGs. Government has done that from a executive level. But when it comes down, you may not mindset in terms you may recognize and say, yeah, there is benefits to that. There needs to be a lot of work. And I think this kind of discussion we make and having men around the table talking about this, slowly we are changing mindset of people to see that no, really it's not about the fall of men. It's about the good of Vanuatu having, and listening to other voices as well. For so long you may miss him in terms of executive level as well. Time we talk about parliament, but we are progressing as Minister Mitalem. Lo Vila li appoint them someone lo sando li win lo open seat. It means say people only look say women leadership is good. And also Mitalem slowly by me come part and parcel or lie them in no more want something say no a mere man and mere woman. It's about leadership now. It's about good blow country and the message and me look say if we could make them go on provinces, make them say and hopefully the Political Parties Act is able to go through next parliament. That will help care to this. And I would like to acknowledge policy, government has done their part. I mean, one thing I've noticed was that the TSM was a government effort. And I think we find that government time you push some effort to go through, there is traction because there is political will. And other things need that political will as a progress. A lot of the political will sits with. And that's why we need to involvement to really embrace the benefits of having a fair representation and involving more women into participation in decision making. Yeah.
It's quite a challenge, isn't it?
It is, but there is hope.
Yeah. Palin, did you have anything that you wanted to contribute towards that particular topic in regards to women and representation?
Yes, thank you, Relvie. Interest too much lo Wanem will send me raise them up. So Wanem when Hemi raise them up, Hemi one fair thinking when Hemi tell them say how Yumi should appreciate them thinking of women in parliament, and also one mechanism where Hemi set this up with them mechanism where Hemi set this up where government only put them out finish this up through the policies. So Emi show him out say, but not Emi stop trying blow, you may stop make them. The one and something we will send Emi tell them rightly is that you may make them the level end up. He had probably translate and thinking you go back down by again the level of law community only understand that why me tell them from them say you may think things suppose we put a policy in place, then people only feel him say okay yes we work by the policy, but then sometimes it doesn't happen overnight. Anyone behavioral change, or you need to make them sure that people only move with them thinking of them. So you need change the mindset of people to make them sure that behavior will change, lifestyle will change, and then you must have a look result them when the actual development where you need to look for. So yes, you need thing will start in place. It's just like getting message and we go back outside by again, the people really understand and say, you got right to you stand up as one woman, and people you got right to you vote from one woman or one man. So any that message and more in it very clear why I can do. How now people only say look low. Yes, everyone only say mekem something sema. Why can you go back? Why can law opportunity where you got, and also think they can go back to law how people only look or perception to people about how you need to ramble as for women, and not necessarily ramble down the man, but ramble make them sure say get fairness, more balance for better development.
Thank you, Palin. Wilson, you've been mentioning about Vanuatu National Sustainable Development Plan, Blumi, or Naratok Toko Yimista Yusumeme, the People's Plan 2030. I think actually by me direct question, Blumi, Hemikolo Minister Blumi. Inside lo plan, you think say, how now you think say you missed progress according to Wanem where you meet them say by you want them you accomplishing inside law by 2030 law side law equality law gender.
I think say law National Sustainable Development Plan or NSDP progress blimi law every sectors mixed. You get some successes and some places you mean stop make them good. And then we say law issue law gender or women's empowerment. Some say you got full of resources in the area, and you got something where you move people on him, and some areas you fail. I think I mean just one normal current implementation of plan. I mean normal across all areas. I think. Issue also by me telling say obviously cross cutting every sector even if keep him one policies every single sector education health agriculture anything from by you need to make sure say you get that equal opportunity or equity so we will say how you approach them so it really comes down to NSTP and vision then we come down along all specific policies most particularly or like implementation role policies by all officials with them partnership with civil society or NGOs. One of me find him say vision good. NSTP very good vision Vanuatu. All policies only developed only very good too. By the time you come implement them now you may start finding difficulties for meeting talk you may tell him. But maybe he just one normal challenge but we hope say as you stop go, but you become better at implementing. So I think he may one general thought apply to mass law issue of gender, but that's across the board.
Wilson, how do you think you must have a command up law side law? How will you must implement them all?
Yes. We have to acknowledge the government for the policy, the 2020 People's Plan. I mean, they have done their part as a government. And government is, we elect the government, we, as a country, and embracing that 2020 People's Plan, that is a challenge. From by you look, say, lo government level, you make them come down, but once you drop lo level, lo sector come down, and we started lo People's Plan, and we started lo loose. Plan that time, we ask them, say, government, you need to do this. But I come the implementation plan, everyone are having their own game as far as the People's Plan is concerned. This is the plan of Vanuatu as far as the country is concerned up until 2030. Whenever you want to come, this is the plan. And I'm hoping say everyone only looks at that is the plan, you may work equal. Me, it's as far as gender is concerned, suppose you look and me also want something no more, but you may not say progress. You have to believe when you make them. And me can participate, so me not participate because we want them talk on TV. Or we want them talk come out. No, I believe in what I say as far as giving fair representation and respecting. And if you start to believe that, the policy will be part and parcel of your life in terms of implementation. And when it comes to gender specifically, whoever implements this has to believe in it. And make a part of system blame. Because now you're dealing with people, you're dealing with relationship. And you have to believe in those relationships when you create them and you partner with them. If not, the policy as far as gender is concerned, even all women will implement them, all organizations will, they have to believe in what they say. Because in that, so once you believe, you have to involve who? The men. Because if not, involve more, it becomes politics and part of how much money I get from donors and so forth. When it comes to believing in Wanem you go, we involve the perpetrators, which always have me, but you make them only come part. Suppose they take small money, blow project, bring them up, have to. But sometimes you may say, no, is that how we push them implement them, or you may start making blow interest economy? And that question is both on men and women as well as far as, you may put them forward workload, gender equality in the country. Because most of the time, are we doing it for us or for who? That is the question. Everyone must ask him back and say, what role do I play in this? Am I doing it for the people or for me? Because once you answer them that question, implementation plan and take them all partners come into play. Probably the one you might not like, but you have to take them because as far as gender, we need to involve everyone. And set aside the politics of it, The political will is already been there. We've got a plan. Government you approve me, pass me. And you work on plan. And if we could pressure the government, so say, no, me no like him, I'm working according to your plan. For you work or you look collective efforts, and we have to acknowledge the work government has already done. You may complain, but government has set this up. What we as implementers of those policies are doing in terms of collectively working together and partner trying to push them without any personal interest, without any political affiliation, but for the good of this country. That is it is a challenge. But once you take it from here, because if not, then by me, a bit challenging, huh? Yeah.
So me want them asking you, how now by you may encourage him, say all man only got that strong innate belief where you stop talk about. From every man we by only got that strong belief.
Yes.
How by you may continue blame encourage him all man not only got that belief, only believe say him one important something, blame you may must work out like him.
This program about gender we involve a man no more. It's already a step. You have changed the messenger now. The message is still the same. Message is no more. You may want a fair representation. We want fairness. We want everyone to get chances. But now you've changed the messenger as far as this is concerned. You're having a male panel. Wow. Balman only look only say, hey, you may try and listen to Mania. Beli talem same message no more. Some woman will go talem. Benaya messenger me Wanem. Let me change. That's why an important say, as far as workload gender is concerned, you need another messenger. You need another voice to be part of that. Make them say everyone is going for them. All I'm saying is changing social norm, changing mindset. And by having this type of conversation about gender and having the caretaker minister of foreign affairs pass the seat here to discuss this, but man on this town will say, hey, Turia, you may change no more messenger. The message is just the same. And I think more men starting to only come on board and take it seriously and say, let's respect our sisters, let's respect our mom, let's respect our daughters. Mindset them slowly change. And when it comes to recognizing, legitimate women in leadership position, but man say, yes, I'm proud of my sister. One day I'm going to parliament, one day I become prime minister. Planeta you talk to go. Day one woman become minister, but who ran from blocking custom name? One woman, one chief. But I'm say, oh, thank you. You make club woman one first scale bring me lo village me come. Yeah, custom name bring me black him. But when it comes, me put him on top. Me very hard, and that is why me say, me change your mindset. Let's involve men. It's not the fault of men. It's just the involvement of men in this conversation.
I think one talk when we been harem palen, he been mention him one time, and me compliment. You said elaborate a little bit more of this before by Mr. Pradam up time.
Yes. So I can be like in Thomas when I will send me talk about. So every time you may triangle, you may make them walk, and you walk you one most of the time. But no actual reality. Reality, you need somebody who will start alongside you, who will make them walk and make go. So it is always good to have a complete equation. So you complement them one when man me start making. woman mi complement them, one man mi mekem, man mi complement them, one woman mi mekem. So it's just seeing the value, lo one not to get a man to bless them mekem, man with them woman mi mekem. Time where you may understand him, by me make him sure, any set you may set and say by all thing only save go ahead good from by can everything lo wole it depend lo one. So you may compliment them one, lo you may save. So you work you give, lo you save benefit. Everything only rely on each other. So anyone just a general understanding lo just make them sure so you understand them value the narrow one, or look benefit lo how will you understand them. So make them sure say you got development inside. You mean everyone you may talk about development inside the country. You may talk about development of services. You may talk about development law infrastructure, and also you may talk about development law social context. So you may understand in development, or you may look development, and you always good you may rely on each other. You could you may complement them each other.
Thank you very much, Palin. All points where you've been raising up. Me like me ask him lo pastor lo ting where Palin hemi been talem out lo site lo compliment them how woman only compliment them all man. You sabe give him some more ting lo how now sem all man only sabe got that strong belief where you may been stop story and let him. Lo only sabe continue, lo only stand up inside lo agree say yes. I mean important say woman too only got place lo get.
Yes, thank you all. Me want them tell them out. Say, plan the you me lo country, you me believe long God. You got few no more, well no believe. More plan the you me lo villa, especially, you me believe lo one custom play you me, lo one island. You me come out lo him. And one island play you me, you got respect lo him. And he believes all chief of Vila, time where only talk. He believes all people plugata, especially all male, you may listen. All chief only got guidance or custom play me. Every island way you got custom. And you know got one custom island me where you tell them say, you know straight. Every custom only straight. But you may need to believe the custom. First and respect. First and yumi, also family, and then you may need also side all family. God may design them family law special way. Family may design them long, may nourish, he grow with them love from him, love from God, and me believes love from God through long everyone me, all husband especially, all male. Pambai me throw him up attraction bring him everyone to come together. Yes, me believe also now. See all man, no matter what anybody tell them today, man here Wanem. But from where belief play me long church strong, belief play me long custom play me one is strong, Pambai me achieve him. Equality, the right to gender play me. Thank you.
Thank you too much, Pastor. So Emi been one good long discussion where you may have run, you may been cut. And me like me tell them thank you too much. Lo each and every one the YUFALA panelists where you will open and you will agree, believe less they come story on with me and you know blow you story on with them me one no more. But talk where you will share them with them me today. And me one start you may have open them up. All dialogue, yeah. Open them up, all story and the way you need cut. You know, say low level block government no more. Be all one communities, play me. All one organizations where you may represent them. All families and homes, play me. Any one important issue where any involving you me everyone. And me harem full up all key words of same compliment, support, love, respect. Hemi all talk we come out to YUFALA, all man Vanuatu. So me want them tell them big fella thank you. You call YUFALA everyone from on YUFALA discussions where you been got, and we want them that by him stop lo place and we must continue on all levels where you may come out like
Thank you.
And me really appreciate them time where you give him blow you share and thing blow YUFALA and blow you may continue blow you may hold them hands or same all man or woman and you may continue blow you may build him up how now same nation blow you may have become more strong. Thank you.
Thank you.